Hello, Star Wars fans! Hey, you know there's just 151 days until Christmas 2021, and I want to check with you all first. I moved the office over the weekend, and I'm in a new setup. I have everything. I got to check all my input levels and all of that. So if you all can hear everything just fine, then that'd be fantastic. If not, then I'll have to make some changes. So I'll take a look here at the chat, and I see Star Wars Megan. You know, you guys need to go check out her video from earlier this morning. It was fantastic. A lot of good news in there, and information to follow. So you guys check that. And thank you so much, Jerry. Jerry Jr. Beckett. Thank you, sir. Good to see you here, you guys. And Sheev the Wise is here. A lot of our regulars, Dale and everyone. You know, today is a pretty fun day. We have a couple of toys we're going to give away. First of all, we tried to give away this Black Series Jar Jar Binks. We tried to give him away when we hit our 4,000 hours, and the winner has never claimed him. So we're going to do that drawing again today. And then we've got a real big one. Oh, no. Yeah, Mark Hamilton. You know, Meg, look what you did. So Mark put it in here. They have made up a graphic for Elves with Benefits. Elves with Benefits. It's a graphic. They put it on Discord, and we're going to end up making merch with that on it. We just hope that you don't take a cut of, the proceeds for coming up with the idea. So, do we have to pay Meg for every sale? That'd be great. So we're going to give away this Black Series. We're going to give away this vintage collection. This vintage collection, Slave One. We're going to do that today. We've had enough revenue come in through our live streams, through our super chats and channel membership to fund this giveaway. So with this, I've got the original box with the Slave One. We'll put it back in that box. We'll ship it. But we're also going to include Boba Fett. Boba Fett, the vintage collection. Boba Fett that's right here. You can see him. You can see him in there. The white balance is kind of messing up with the seeing through it. And then we've got Carbonite Han Solo. So you will get one of our subscribers. So how do you qualify to get in this Slave One giveaway? Well, you become a channel supporter. You become one of our members. We have our subscribers here, but also channel membership. Channel membership has its benefits. So they say, elves with benefits. So if you are a member of the channel at any level, if you're a member of our Blizzard Battalion or our Snow Pack or our Elite Squad, we will. I've already put you in there, and we will be drawing those names out later in the show. So you guys, let's get it right into the information here. We've got several things to share, and Santa doesn't do streams on the weekend. Try to spend that time with the family. So here we go. We're going to get into our first item here, and it has to do with this director. Now, you guys may have seen, or cinematographer actually, you guys may have seen this. It's not exactly new news. Dean Cundey. Dean Cundey, he was cinematographer for a lot of things that you all have seen before, Jurassic Park included. He has been confirmed to have worked on the Book of Boba Fett. So while we've gotten accustomed to some fantastic cinematography in the Bad Batch animated series, and if you guys aren't watching that, it's absolutely beautiful animation. The detail, just the visuals, lighting, all of that is stunning. And to have a big name like this come into the Book of Boba Fett as one of the cinematographers for the season, I think is really good news. So they put some information in here about some of the work that he's done before, and they put a funny joke in here, and I thought it was pretty funny. It says, but might they get Kurt Russell? Right? We can only hope that they're able to get Kurt Russell to come in to Star Wars. So that would be a lot of fun there. There you go. That's the first bit of news. It may not be huge news for you guys. I don't know how much you care about cinematographers, but I think it bodes really, really well. The Mandalorian has won a number of awards based on its soundtrack and screen play on all of those kind of things. To bring in this kind of quality cinematographer into the Book of Boba Fett, I think is really good news for the franchise, and just shows how much Disney and Lucasfilm are willing to invest into Jerry Beckett. I love Kurt Russell as Santa. Oh, he did a good job in those new movies, and I like that he did it with his wife. And you guys may not remember Goldie Hawn. If you're a little bit older, Goldie Hawn did a lot of fun stuff like Saving Private Ryan and other things back in the 80s, 90s. So anyway, Dean Cundey is absolutely great. It shows that they're putting more money into the Mandoverse, that the Mandalorian Season 3, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, these projects, they're getting really, really great talent. The other part I think that's somewhat interesting news is that they have kind of promoted Sam Hargrave. Sam Hargrave has worked in this space before. Sam was on the second team. So you can read that in here. He's been second team on a lot of big projects, but we saw this before, where they bring the directors in, they get them kind of accustomed, and then they turn them loose. So here we get Sam Hargrave being promoted from the second team up to actually produce a show. They show here that he's being brought in alongside like Robert Rodriguez, Bryce Dallas Howard, and here Ronan. He's here you can see it right here. Ronan, the second unit director, Sam Hargrave, has been given at least one episode of the Book of Boba Fett. So I think that's good news that we see that. Meg, I was going to cover this today, but there's already so much news tomorrow, though. That's not wrong. And you guys, I'm glad Meg mentioned that, because tomorrow Santa has to go help his youngest daughter move. This is what happens as parents. The kids move out, but then they want help moving. She's a college student. Our youngest daughter is 20 years old. She's a college student at Bowling Green State University, and she is moving out of the college apartment that they've been in into her own very first adult apartment. So Santa's taking tomorrow off work. We won't be streaming tomorrow, and we'll be moving our daughter into her new apartment. So you guys, you'll have to just follow Meg, stick with her tomorrow, and you can't go wrong. And then the last piece here for the Book of Boba Fett, and this gets into rumors. So the first two are some news, right? We've got a cinematographer. They're continuing to promote from internally, and I think that's great news. Here we got somebody that's worked on a season of Mandalorian already, moving up into actually directing, right? So here we get Ronan, Sam Hargrave. Sam Hargrave is moving up from second unit into directing here. So I think that's good news for him. He's worked on lots of other projects, you'll see, but there's that. And then we move away from news to rumors. And we had last week on our big mega stream with Meg, and also our good friend from MakingStarWars.net, Jason Ward, said that he had seen the on set, like he had seen in the what do they call that, where they're making props. He saw in the prop room where this black Wookiee head with dreadlocks, and so a lot of people was like, okay, that confirms other news that we have already heard of this rumor of Black Krrsantan, however you say that. But this is the part I thought was fun. I shared it out on our Discord this morning that, you have trouble saying his name. That's okay, because his nickname is Santy. Santy, and it's got Santa right in the middle there of his name. So, there you go. Santa's got a new favorite. I've got a new favorite Wookiee. It's Santy. I have to have myself a Santy in here to get a Black Series figure, vintage collection figures. I think these already been released, at least in some things. But there you have Santy. That's a rumor that we have coming in to the Book of Boba Fett, and it leads to other speculation. We like to be very clear about what is news, what's rumor, and what's speculation. So rumor is that Santy is going to be in the Book of Boba Fett. He's one of the bounty hunters in that space, and for that to be the case, then might that lead to other bounty hunters? We've already heard rumors of like Bosk and others that are familiar, but you'll see here that Santy comes from and is featured in the Dr. Aphra comics. But Dr. Aphra is happening. She is in the space of the original trilogy era. Those comic books are happening in that. She's hired by Darth Vader to go do things like that, and then because of that, might we see Dr. Aphra? Now, this is complete speculation, folks. I've not heard any rumors. I've not heard anybody talk about Dr. Aphra being in the Book of Boba Fett. I've heard, of course, we've heard the rumors out there of Bosk and Dengar and maybe some of his other kind of guild members. There's been speculation. Might we see Omega? Might we see others? This is the first when I'm making this connection between Santy here, the Black Wookiee, Black Krrsantan, Santy. This is the first I've seen him associated with Aphra, and I'm just making that connection myself. So I did see Meg ask a question. Have I heard the Han rumor? And I have not. At least I'm not sure. So Meg put one big one is Han Solo was thought to be for Mando, but more likely Boba Fett. Oh, okay. I see. So we've got another rumor here that perhaps we'll see Han Solo. Now that does lead to the next little bit of information, because there's been a lot of talk with the release of this poster. You guys have all seen this poster, right? This poster with Luke Skywalker and Grogu. There have been some rumors going abound for some time where they've saw the Grogu puppet in the Book of Boba Fett stage. They've seen him in that stagecraft in the set. And they have also said that there were rumors of Djarin and Luke Skywalker and those folks being in there as well. And with that being the case, and now we're saying perhaps Han Solo as well, that there's going to be overlap. This would be the first appearance of Han Solo in this era in I think any context, at least I'm aware of. Certainly he's been in comics and things like that, but bringing him in would be another huge reveal. And the question then is, would that be a de-aged Harrison Ford? He's kind of busy right now, right? He's in the middle of the Indiana Jones 5 shooting, so I don't know. You guys are great. I don't know that it would be Harrison Ford de-aged, or if they would do a deep fake. There was a lot of news about the guy who did the deep fake of Luke Skywalker after the series. They hired the guy that did the deep fake kind of remake. Lucasfilm reached out and hired him. Might they be using him to do the Han Solo? Because there's been a lot of speculation putting him together with Luke Skywalker's confirmation of Luke Skywalker being in the Book of Boba Fett. But if we're going to talk about bringing in somebody who's that kind of talented, to do more deepfake work, might it be with Han Solo? That's a really good question. That's a really good question. Thanks for bringing it up, Meg. That is fantastic. Dale Santy, he ain't no saint. I got to get caught up here on the comments. I'm trying to watch them out of the corner of my eye. And Alden, there's the other part. So Mark Hamill brings up getting Alden from the Solo movie, Alden Ehrenreich. Might we get him deep faked as Han Solo, a bit aged up? And that's sort of what I was alluding to. I don't think we would get Harrison Ford. He's busy. He's been busy. I don't think that there's been any speculation of bringing Harrison Ford into the Book of Boba Fett, de-aging him like they did with Mark Hamill. However, they absolutely could bring in Alden and deep fake age up into Han Solo and pull that off. At least I would think that would be more likely. So let's see. Ducky says, I haven't found Afra to be very likable after reading her comic. Ducky, I haven't read the comics yet. I did read the Dr. Afra novel, and I don't care for the writing style. It's in that first person kind of point of view instead of like typically we're kind of over the shoulder watching. And in this case, that's in the book, it's first person. So it's just an awkward writing style for me. So I didn't enjoy it that much. But people absolutely are loving Dr. Afra, and she's very, very popular. So I would think that it would be possible that they would take that opportunity to take a character that's very popular in the comic book runs and bring her into live action. Meg says her prediction is it would not be a live action Han Solo, but it'd be a flashback to Han in Carbonite from so right out of the Bounty Hunter series, right? So that's a really good prediction, Meg. That's fantastic because we have seen in the Bounty Hunter comic book run that that Dr. Afra, well, not Dr. Afra, but Kira from the Solo movie steals Han Solo out of Carbonite, and and then Boba Fett has to get him back. So Kira has Han Solo in Carbonite, and I think that's a really good. Yeah, I think that's a really good prediction. There's there's how you do it, right? That's speculation, and it's a prediction, and that's how you do it. Really, really well done. Sheev says Han makes a lot of sense for the Book of Boba Fett. I think so too. Mark, Boss doesn't come out of his run on with Boba too well. No, he doesn't. But I want to go to this poster real quick before I lose my train of thought. This poster, a lot of people are connecting it with the deep fake and the rumors that Luke Skywalker is going to be in the Book of Boba Fett, to say that this poster is a bit of a preview. And I just want to caution, put the brakes on that a little bit. The context around this poster is it's a piece of fan art that was then licensed by Lucasfilm for a Comic-Con, right? For a con. It was an online con, I believe. So it's a fantastic poster. It's absolutely gorgeous. I visited with Echo Base Network Saturday night, and one of their members is sending me this poster. I'm super excited to be getting it, and I think it's a fantastic. It's gorgeous, and what it represents. I love Grogu there with the lightsaber parts being suspended. Luke there holding, suspending the yellow kyber crystal. It's an absolutely wonderful picture. But again, just remember that this is a fan art that's licensed by Lucasfilm. It isn't something that was contracted by them to an artist to release. So you'll see where people manufacture T-shirts and hats and all kinds of paraphernalia to sell, and some of it's officially licensed, and some of it's just rogue. Right? If you go to any sporting event and you're walking on your way there, you can pick up some things that some people are selling on the street that are not officially licensed. But they may be great. They're just not officially licensed. And I think what happened here is this artist submitted it to Lucasfilm to get licensed. They did license it, and so it has that, and boy has that worked. Think about how wonderful it is for this artist to have so much offered for demand for this piece of art. I think it's great, and congratulations to the artist. But my caution is, don't read into it too far. If you read into it too far, you can start to make presumptions about where we're headed in the book of Boba Fett, where we're headed with Luke and Grogu training, and expect that that's part of the story. It may or may not. I think it's fine to speculate that it is. It's just that we don't have anything confirming that this is indeed what we're getting in the book of Boba Fett. So again, my caution there, just to you all, just a little bit. Right, so it's not that I'm not trying to pour water on anybody's fire. I'm not trying to put out anybody's enthusiasm. I prefer to be a little more conservative when speculating, and to make sure that it's really clear that that's what we're doing. So there you have it. Mark says he's walking around Walmart and there's nothing in stock. Well, Mark, you bring up a point. I was at Walmart yesterday walking around, and I found 3 items on the peg. And I shared it on Discord. I picked up one. We've got here, we've got the Black Series, General Lando Calrissian from Return of the Jedi. This item we'll be reviewing and giving away to one of our Snowpack members next month, in the month of August. So you guys, once we start these membership giveaways, this is going to be our Black Series figure giveaway for the month of August. There were 2 others, and I had to pick. It was Grief Karga, or you could get Quill. Now, Grief and Quill have been out for some time, but that Lando, I thought was maybe a better pick to do as a giveaway. Do I have a Patreon you can join, Meg? I do not have Patreon. I've been really struggling with the platforms, and maybe this is something you and I could talk about, and I could get advice, because at this point I'm just going with the YouTube memberships. We've got the 3 membership levels here, and we have a Discord where we bring the community together, and in that Discord is where we chat about things, and it's tied to the YouTube membership. So if you are a member, you get exclusive channels in the Discord that the permissions are tied to. So that's where we are. So I would like to kind of make sure I'm keeping up with the chat. And I saw Meg said we're in a golden age. I saw Eckhart's Ladder talked about it a little bit today as well. He put out a video talking about a golden age. Might this be a series when we look back on Star Wars and say, wow, what a great time that was? I completely agree that we are in a golden age right now. A golden age, maybe not the golden age, right? We are in a golden age right now, and it's a great time to be a Star Wars fan. Absolutely a great time. Yeah. Oh, what else do we have? I just want to make sure I'm keeping up here, and I'm trying to watch everything. It looks like we're good. So here's what I'd like to do. We tried to give away this Black Series Jar Jar Binks. We tried to do that last month. I want to give it away again, or draw again, and give it away right now, and then we will build up into this slave one down here. So let me bring it up. I want to share on here. We have entries already, so we're not opening up the entries again. We're simply going to draw from our previous entries a new winner for that Jar Jar Binks Black Series figure, and so it's from the entries that we already had. You cannot re-enter into this. And let me just bring up a random number generator, and we're going to put something in here. Let me share this with you all so you can see. All right, so we've got a random number generator here. I pulled up on Google, and then we have everybody who entered before. I'm looking to see what the maximum number is. We're going to draw a random number between 1 and this thing jumped too far down. 1 and, come on, there we go. 495. Between 1 and 495, we're going to draw a random number and give away that Jar Jar Binks right now. So here we go, 495, and generate number 345. 345. We'll scroll up and we'll see who is our winner. These are in alphabetical order. So Sheev just missed it. RF Gaming Channel just missed it. Let's go up. Uh-oh. Here we go. Pakui. This is one of our regular viewers. I know that he's been in the chat. He might be in the chat here. So if Pakui, if you are in the chat, and I know I see you around quite a bit, one of our regulars, so happy to get you drawn out as our new winner. So we will put that here, and I will reach out to you again. So there you go. We have our Black Series Jar Jar Binks winner, and so then we've been teasing this out for some time, and again, our memberships, there are 3 levels to them. We've got our Blizzard Battalion. That's just for $2 a month. You'll be entered into a monthly or maybe even more frequent, if possible, a vintage collection figure giveaway. We'll start those next month. Black Series figures are at the Snow Battalion, or the Snow Pack. If you're a Snow Pack member, you've joined at the $5 a month or at the Blizzard Battalion level. If you're a Snowpack member, you're eligible for a Black Series figure giveaway, just like this Jar Jar Binks that we have. The next one will be, as we mentioned just a minute ago, it'll be Lando Calrissian. If you're a Snowpack member, you'll be eligible for this Lando Calrissian giveaway, Black Series giveaway, as well as entered into the Vintage Collection giveaway. And then our top level is our Elite member status. For those at $10 a month, you are entered into the previous 2 drawings, as well as a hot toy or a premium collectible giveaway. Now, we can't do these as frequently. We need to have the funds to do it. So things like the super chats that we get and your memberships will pull up until we can purchase an item, and then we'll review it and give those away to our Elite Squad members. We're doing really, really well. And as a reward, what we wanted to do is throw up at the very, very beginning of all of this, we wanted to throw up this Boba Fett Slave 1. I've got it right here. This Slave 1 is absolutely gorgeous. It was just re-released this year, 2021, and it's got a repaint on it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's articulated here, you can see, and the paint is wonderful. We've got the seismic charges on here, as well as these missiles. We fired one of them accidentally when we reviewed it, and it went a good 20 feet. So here you go. This item here I'm going to give away to one of our channel members. We've been advertising it, and I want to go ahead and give it away. So this drawing is a much smaller pool. A much smaller pool, but I want to do it now. So here you go. Let's pull up. I gotta go find the spreadsheet that has everybody on it. Oh, I've got too many tabs open. Here we go. It's right here. We've got our channel members, and I'm going to pull it over. And this is how we'll do these giveaways going forward. I've got everybody listed now, but for this giveaway, since it is a vintage collection model, I decided I'm going to make it eligible for anybody who's a channel member, vintage at the Blizzard Battalion level, all the way up. So if you are any level member, you can get eligible to win this this starship. So I want to bring it up here. Boba Fett starship, if you prefer, is Slave One. We have got it on the box. We reviewed it earlier. I do want to bring it. It says Slave One right on the box. This is this, and normally something like this would be a higher level prize. For our elite squad members, it's in excess of $100. But today, because this is absolutely a new item, no, you do not have to be in the Discord to earn this. You just have to be a member of our Meg. I love you being here, and you absolutely fit into the culture we have of everybody trolling Santa. And if you weren't on our live stream last Friday, our watch party, Meg is again harassing me about the unpaid intern 1 level support. No giveaways to the unpaid interns. So there you absolutely gorgeous. So here we go. We're going to draw. We've got memberships. I put this together before the stream started. We had 35 members. And let me see. Did anybody else join already? I don't see. YouTube, at least, has not told me any new members. So we're going to we're going to draw this. It is a YouTube restriction. You're not allowed to make a membership benefit of a random giveaway. But this is a special event. We're going to do it here. And then going forward, we'll be doing these in a bit of a, I want to say, Discord live stage, or probably a Zoom meeting. So we have 38 members. We'll pull up our random number generator here, and we'll see about between 1 and 35. Between 1 and 35. So let me change the number here, 35. And we're going to give it away right now. You ready? Drum roll. Number 5. Number 5. So we go all the way up to the top. This is fantastic. We've had Herod's Hero Dares Fire has been in our chat. One of our very active members, elite squad member here. So at that top level, thank you so much, Hero Dares Fire, or Hero Dares Fire. It's great to see you here. It's great to have you a member of our community, and I am thrilled to death to be able to send this Slave One with Boba Fett, Vintage Collection Boba Fett. We will send this to Hero Dares Fire. Congratulations. It's great to have you here. And you guys, going forward, we'll be doing these on a regular basis. As I just mentioned, we'll be doing them in probably Zoom meetings that we'll have with our members. And this is fantastic. Fantastic. I'm so happy to be able to do this for our community. And you know, you guys are the ones that made it possible. Through your super chats, through your support, all that you're doing here for me and participating has made it possible for me to be able to give these things away. And because I am not a full-time YouTuber, I have a full-time job, I want to take the revenue I get through this channel and put it back out into the community. I'm super happy to be able to do this. And Sheev says, awesome. It should have used my real name when I signed up. It would have put you up closer to that 5, up into that H space. Oh, thank you, Meg. Meg with the very generous super chat. Thank you so much. Absolutely wonderful. And you guys, I just so you know, I have joined Meg's YouTube channel. I'm a supporter there monthly. I think Meg only has a $2 level there, so it's really easy to join up for Meg's YouTube channel. But I also went over and joined her Patreon support as well, and become a Patreon supporter going forward. She's one of the best there is in this space. She's been giving us some great content, and I absolutely love her channel, so I'm happy to do that. Again, thank you so much. And if you missed our live watch party Friday mornings, you should join us. We had a great time this past Friday. There is a link in the description of this video to put your predictions in for this Friday's episode 14. We have coming up, I put on 20 questions. 19 of them are yes and no. And we go and we score all of those during our live watch parties. And then the 20th question, you get to put in, fill in the blank. So you get to make up what you like. Hey, Captain Pennsylvania's joined us. Good to see you, sir. God, thanks for joining. You get to put in whatever you like into that 20th bonus question. And people have been putting a lot of entertaining things in there for us to put to read. It's been a lot of fun. So you guys look for the link in the description here. I've just put it in Discord this morning. Meg, I'll send it to you as well, so that you'll have that. We had a lot of fun doing that. Let me just go back through. Oh, there's one more piece of news that I almost forgot to share. It came out Friday. For those of us that have been reading the High Republic novels, there's the High Republic comics as well. We got a news update Friday that the Wave 3 of the first phase. So they're doing these in phases: Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, and each phase has several waves of releases. On Friday, they had a panel discussion, and we were kind of watching it because Charles Soule was kind of tweeting out some things. And there was a lot of speculation. Are we going to see a High Republic animated series or this or that? And I was a little skeptical that we would get an animated series because of my concern over the amount of people that are watching the Bad Batch. But we did get that news come out Friday. The news is that Wave 3 of the first phase is coming out in January. So start looking for the new novels. The interesting part here is that there are like a handful of authors, and they keep switching out which ones are doing which portion. So, for example, we had Light of the Jedi, which was the adult book, and then we had Into the Dark, which was a younger reader novel, and I'm drawing a blank real quick on the younger level. Those are the three levels of books that have been coming out every wave. And so the second wave, they mixed up the authors. So Charles Soule went from the adult to, I think, comics. And then we had, for example, dadgummit, Kevin Scott. Kevin Scott went from comics into the adult. And so they keep mixing up who's in which role each wave. So wave 3 comes out and we get different authors in different positions again. It should be absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to seeing that. So that, and that also goes for those of us who have been reading the High Republic. There's been a narrative out there that the High Republic is bombing, that it's not doing well at all. And evidence says that it is meeting Lucasfilm's expectations, or maybe even exceeding them. We've seen in the comic runs that they're now on like a 5th reprint of the first wave, and they're in, I think, the 3rd reprint of the second wave. I might be wrong there. I think it might be on the 4th already. So the comic runs are going into reprints. We've also seen with the novels, each of them are landing on the New York Times bestseller list. And of course, all these things can be gamed by the publishers by buying up lots of them so that they can get the book up on the top seller list. That's absolutely, it does happen in the industry, but what we see is that it appears that these are beating their sales objectives or exceeding them, and they keep greenlighting additional waves of the work to get done. And so when we see it go to phase 2, which I think the wave 3 is the last of the first phase. When we go to wave 3 of phase 1, then we'll start to look for phase 2 to come out after that. And if Lucasfilm is greenlighting the project to go forward, that would be good news. And it would also be good news to see them come out and announce that they're going to do things like in a animated series or live action. I would love to see some Disney Plus stuff around the High Republic, but it may be some time before we see that. So let me get caught up. How many episodes of Bad Batch has? 16. Yes. We saw a score that said 116 on it. So the score, season 1 and then episode. So 116 would indicate season 1, episode 16. And the hope is that it'll go into multiple seasons. But there's a lot of fear that it might not. Sheev is on vacation next week. Should I bring Light of the Jedi and Rising Storm for the second Thrawn or the second Thrawn prequel? Sheev, if it's an or situation, bring the Thrawn. Take Thrawn with you. That's my. I absolutely loved the. Let me go back up. Absolutely love the High Republic novels, and I think they're absolutely worth reading. But if I had to pick, I would go with Thrawn over Rising Storm. So there you have it. And I saw Darth Elvis in the building. I'm looking forward to getting a new intro from Darth Elvis. He's been working on something for the channel, and it'll be an original Darth Elvis intro for Star Wars Santa. That'd be fantastic. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's just get caught up. He's off for once, going to catch up today. Okay, well, very good, Captain Pennsylvania, and I always love seeing you here. You guys, I've had a good time. It might be a little bit shorter stream today. Tomorrow, there's 2 things. Tomorrow, I will not be doing any content. We're moving the youngest daughter, and so we'll be out all day. And then the second piece here is you sitting at the Wall of Fame down there at the bottom. Levi Bond, he appealed to get an extra point from his bonus question. Mark's giving me another point to bring up. So Levi's appealed to get an extra point, so he showed up in first place this week. But you see the other folks here who did extremely well on our predictions. If you would like to get a chance to show up on the Wall of Fame, take the predictions for episode 14 and see how well you do. Maybe you'll make the Wall of Fame, and if you can, the criteria to get on the Wall of Fame is you need to beat Santa. If Santa this week got 14, and so those who got 14 or better made the Wall of Fame, and you see them listed here, and we'll feature your name on the Wall of Fame for our live streams the following week. So here you go. Yeah, Ducky, a Wall of Fame that vanished that week. There was only a duck on it. Ducky is in first place on the season. He's done extremely well, and so he's right ahead of me. So there you go. Ducky has been outpacing Mark. Mark's been trying to catch him, and Ducky caught me the week before last, and passed me this last week. And so now it's who can catch the duck, and that's sort of been where we've been aiming. Matthew Cruz asked, do I play Battlefront 2? I do not. I have a game addiction issue that I fight, and so I got rid of my consoles. I don't have any PC games just to help with keeping those things level. So I do not play Battlefront 2. I'm familiar with its popularity, how popular it is in the community, but no, I don't. And then, hey, Olaf Van S. Hello. Thanks for coming by. It's lovely seeing you on Echo Base Network last Saturday. I had a great time visiting there. And you guys, it does bear some comment here that we have different parts of this fandom. And there's a group known as the Fandom Menace that's gotten a lot of bad press because of the negativity they bring to the conversation, and it seems to be just repetitive. Santa is not a member of the Fandom Menace. I do not subscribe to any Fandom Menace members. It's not content for me. But the Fandom Menace is very popular with a group of this fandom, and the Echo Base Network, as I was on there, they did mention that they are part of the Fandom Menace movement. And Echo Base Network is doing a great service for those fans who are dissatisfied with that, with what maybe the state of Star Wars today. And they've become an outlet for people to come to. They're a community for people to be a member of. They're not for Santa. They were kind enough to bring me in. They're very gracious, and they were very kind to me. We didn't have any kind of conflict, and we could very, very politely agree to disagree and have a very constructive, meaningful conversation. So it was a lot of fun, and we had a great time. And as Olaf says, and Olaf actually reached out. He was sort of the bridge between Echo Base and myself, and wanted to introduce us in the Fandom Menace. Doesn't see themselves as a Fandom Menace no more. Yeah, I know that it's kind of fracturing, and people are distancing themselves from it. But I think Coach said that he and Nick. Nick still says that he is part of the Fandom Menace. So I just want to be respectful. As long as something, as long as they're saying that, then I just want to be respectful for that. So, it's good. And Mark Hamilton brought up the Seventh Sister, and we had a question come up on our Discord. I do want to go through. So there's been news, and Meg shared this as well. The casting for the Seventh Sister has kind of leaked out, and so information is on that. Go catch Star Wars Meg's video from today. Look for Meg's video from today. You will see where she shares in there the Seventh Sister casting. We've also, last week we heard about the fifth brother who was cast there. But the question came out on my Discord today, and I want to make sure that I put something together where we talk about, okay, who was the first brother and the second, third? Like, what is all this? And we get seventh sisters. Does that mean there's six others? And so we're going to look at the Inquisitors. We'll do a deep dive into the Inquisitors and tell folks a bit of a homework assignment here, who the brothers and sisters of the of the Inquisitors are, what they are, and all of that. So if you've not kept up with that extended content, and it makes a lot of sense. The suggestion was fantastic, and I want to make sure that we do it because there's a vast majority of fans who just watch the movies, and you may have never even heard of an Inquisitor. Like, what's an Inquisitor? Well, if you've watched Rebels, you've seen Inquisitors. If you read the comics and some of the novels, you know about the Inquisitors. But that's a smaller segment of the fandom, and not everybody has the time or access to that content to do the backstory of who the Inquisitors are. So I do want to do that for Ducky. Ducky put it out there, asked today as a suggestion. Do a deep dive into the Inquisitors. And if Meg's still listening, that would be some fantastic Star Wars Meg content as well. She does such a great job. So you guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for us today. Unless you have any other questions, there's one other thing that happened, and I don't want to go into it here. If you guys are interested, I would be happy to go into the Discord live stage and talk about the Den of Nerds. I've been a member of the Den of Nerds for a very long time. I'm up to that purple level. I've got the purple badge and still a member there. I was active in their chat as I was getting ready to come in today. And I would be happy to talk about my relationship with the Den and with Josh Lucas specifically. There was some drama that happened over the weekend, and I don't want to necessarily put that out here in YouTube, but if you would like to have something in the Discord live stage, I would be happy to share that with all of you, or maybe we'll talk about it in a Zoom video in the future if you guys want to talk about that. So I'm not going to talk about it here. I just wanted to bring it up so you would know that I'm aware of what's going on, and I have a relationship there. This channel exists because of it, and I want to give credit there as well. All right, so I think that covers everything. If you guys want to talk about that, let me know. We'll carry it over into Discord. And until then, I think we'll pick back up Wednesday. We have some plans for Wednesday's show, and we're gonna delve into that and maybe try to get Coop and perhaps another guest on, and we're going to talk about Grand Admiral Thrawn. So we'll bring that up. And Olaf. SWOTOR was my intro into the Inquisitor class. Yeah, that's a good intro. Jedi Fallen Order intro into the Inquisitors. See, the Inquisitors, they do thread through a lot of things. Olaf, I loved your story about how Luke told you to do what you've been doing. Oh, not Luke. Josh. Yeah, thank you. George Lucas. All right. Well, you guys, yeah, we've got a thumbnail for Wednesday. We've got a plan for Wednesday. So we're going to try to get a couple guests, and we will talk to you then. In the meantime, we'll be in Discord to carry on any discussions there. I hope that you all have a wonderful day. You have a fantastic afternoon. Again, congratulations to our winners. Hero Dares Fire is the winner of our Slave 1. Congratulations. We look forward to getting that out to you. And we did the redraw for the Black Series, Jar Jar Binks, and Pequi has won that. So two of our regulars here are our winners of our giveaways today. I'm very happy to have done that as well. You guys have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful afternoon. Take care of those around you and yourself, and we'll talk to you later. Until then, till next time, my friends, Merry Christmas, and may the Force be with you all. Take care. Bye-bye.